In this live martial arts video, you're gonna learn how to get a stronger grip for martial arts or for anything else. I want you to go pound sand, and I mean that literally. You're gonna find yourself some sand. I'm here in sunny South Florida. The sand is everywhere. You can get it from the beach, but you can also get this kind of sand. This is just playground sand or construction sand. You go to any hardware store, any big box store like a Walmart or Target or whatever, everybody's got sand. Sand for the kids to play in, just any kind of sand will do. Start with fine sand if you have fine little dainty hands, and then go for the coarse stuff as they get stronger and your hands get stronger. You're gonna go for like pebbles and then rocks. As you deaden the nerves and your skin gets stronger, you're gonna go for rougher material. But start with basic sand. Don't overthink it. Get yourself a bucket of sand or a box of sand, and you're gonna start by squeezing the sand. So this is the first exercise. Garen, good to see you. Good to see D-Mac and W9 UFO. Haven't seen you in a while. It's good to see you. This is a quick video. I want to talk about one of my favorite workouts, which is grip strength. And I start with the sand. I want you to reach in with your hand, kind of like shoot it down in there, right? Get your fingers firm. And when you get there, just squeeze. And as you squeeze as hard as you can see it's gonna pop out the bottom of your hand. Yeah, you're gonna just iron kung fu hand. All the different martial arts use it. The Koreans use it, the Japanese use it, Okinawans use it. Of course, the kung fu guys use it. Oh, Studer, good to see you. Thanks for that donation, Studer. I really appreciate that. I want you to have a wicked, strong, powerful grip. If you work with weapons, if you grapple, if you strike, if you have to guard and block, all of that requires a very strong arm, a strong forearm, strong hands, and that comes from grip training. So you're just gonna reach in and squeeze. And I like to do all of these exercises for at least 30 seconds, and I'm gonna do both hands about the same. Doug, good to see you. Happy Sunday to you as well. Now this sand is kicking up some dust, so I'm gonna move it away from my face a little bit. Normally I wouldn't be talking to you on camera. I'd be outside in the sun, sweating, sweating bullets, right? But you're just gonna do that over and over for 30 seconds. Then I want you to do the opposite. A lot of people forget that if you squeeze your hand closed, you also have to open your hand. Yeah, really big in mantis and eagle claw. Garen says, yeah, eagle strikes, mantis strikes, any kind of fingers together, any kind of strike with your fingertips, and then pinch, any type of grab and twist like you would do in jiu-jitsu or judo. Anytime you snatch a hold of somebody, or if you're doing grappling, you have to take a hand, or they have to try to pull your hand off of them, you're gonna win that fight most of the time when you have a stronger grip. So the first thing is to reach and grab, squeeze, and then as you bring your hand out, the sand's gonna pour out of your hand. The second is to go in the opposite direction. Get all those fingertips together, and then take it straight down in. Yeah, the Balding iron balls, good. I have a pair of those. My son uses them every day. We were talking about, those are the ones that you can use in your hand if you don't have the iron balls. Use a couple of golf balls, use a couple of, those hand balls, racket balls, any kind of small ball, work up to the size of a tennis ball. That's also gonna build wicked, strong, powerful grip strength. All of those great, old, ancient, traditional martial arts, kung fu kind of stuff makes for a really strong forearm. You're gonna snatch that straight in, and then you're gonna open your hand out. So you're gonna go in the opposite direction. First one was in and in, or in and like this. Second one is gonna go in and out. So you're gonna go in and just open the fingers. I don't know if you can see, try to get that in there. And the purpose is to work on the extensor muscles. So the first one gets the flexor muscles, the second one gets the extensor muscles. So you just go in, and again, do this for 30 seconds. And even with this light sand, I promise you're gonna feel this after about 30 seconds, your hand is gonna start to get worn out. The muscles in your forearm, you're gonna start to burn a little bit, and you're gonna grow really strong, wicked, powerful grip, wrist, forearm. Your striking is gonna be better. If you use weapons, your grip's gonna be ironclad, and you're gonna have that iron palm. Which brings me to the next one, pounding sand with your palm. Now in this smaller bucket, I'm gonna have a hard time pounding it straight in and showing you at the same time. But I use this bucket all the time. When I wanna do my iron palm, I'm coming just straight in and I'm striking. And what's happening is the sand is giving me a little bit of resistance, and then it gives. That's enough to start to give more callus on the hand, start to condition the muscle, condition the bone marrow, and over again. So I can't really show you without figuring out the camera. I didn't spend a lot of time on prep for this video, but you're gonna do that just pounding straight down for 30 seconds, and then I like to go to a fist. When you make your fist, always roll your fingers first, pull your thumb in and pull your thumb down and not over. When you pull your thumb over, which a lot of people do, see how that changes the structure of that? Studer says, what do you think of rubber bands for extensor muscles? Studer, in my car, I have a set of Iron Mind Captains of Crush grippers, right? And those are like, they start 100, maybe 115 pounds for the practice trainers, and then they go up and they get, Doug, we'll talk about that too, because I use one of those too, Doug says, roll up the string with the weight on the end on a broomstick. Great way to get those forearm muscles going and the hand stronger. But yeah, so Studer, I have the rubber bands in my car, and I have a specific set that are made by Iron Mind, and they go lighter to stronger and stronger. And as much grip strength training as I do, I used to not do this. I've injured myself, especially this arm. Sometimes if I squeeze too hard, it gets locked, and I have to pry my hand open. And that's from nerve damage that I did when I was trying to bend a 10-penny nail. And I got it, but I hurt myself doing it. But and I've been bending nails of all different sizes, nails and screws all summer, tearing phone books, tearing cards, decks of cards, all that kind of stuff. I was working on rolling up frying pans, and I had that one injury. And when I worked with my grip coach, he said, look, you're doing great extensor squeezing muscles, all of the flexors, but you're not doing anything to balance it out. And so you have this wicked imbalance. That's why you have so many injuries. And so, Studer, when I went to those rubber bands, and now when I don't have those, anytime I buy broccoli or asparagus at the grocery store, you buy it fresh, it comes in those with a little purple rubber band around it. That's like the perfect size to stick around your fingers and just practice opening. And just do that until you snap that thing. You'll get maybe a week or two with practicing 30 seconds on each hand. But rubber bands are perfect for that. So we reach and pull. That's my warm-up move. My second one is the opposite, so that I can get that extensor going. The third one is pounding with my palm. And then the next one, I'm gonna just knuckle straight down. Knuckle up, buttercup. That's my saying of the week. I've been thinking about this all week. I've been working with people thinking we all need to toughen it up a little bit. We need to tighten up, especially right now. Stop whining so much, stop complaining, stop blaming everybody else, take full responsibility, extreme ownership, and knuckle up, buttercup. So roll it in, thumb here, and you're just gonna pound. Make sure that wrist is straight. And I like to pound. Don't turn as you pound in, but turn, and then it should be fully extended as you come into that. And the more sand you have, the better. And like I said, start with this soft sand, and over time, start to mix in some coarser sand. Start to mix in a little bit of pebbles. You can go with the river pebbles first. Those are really soft, so you don't rip your skin off. And then add a little bit more stuff in there, maybe some marbles. And you can put that all in here. My son was helping. We found a lizard. We were putting him made him a little house with some sand, and he pulled out a nail. I'm glad there wasn't a nail in there. Don't put nails in there. That's not a good idea. But you're gonna just pound that over and over, pounding that sand for 30 seconds, locking that arm out. And it's not like hitting cement where the cement doesn't give. You're gonna get some give in that with the, Doug says push-ups for flexibility in the wrists. And I do all kinds of variations of opening the hand, changing the hand position for those push-ups, and of course the knuckle push-ups. And I start like a gorilla. I call them gorilla push-ups, and then I slightly turn them with each consecutive set, and then I turn them back out. I'll do 5 good ones at a time. 5 good ones super slow at a time, and you do 10 sets, turning, 5 that way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 back out that way, 5 at a time. That's gonna add up really fast. You're gonna get wicked strength for your punching. It's not about good looking muscles, it's about what your muscles do. That's what we want. So we're pounding sand. We did this. The next one I want you to do is I want you to reach in like you did the first time, but I want you to twist your hand as you squeeze and pull out. Reach in and turn, reach in and turn, because now I want to start to get this part of the grip strong. I've been getting this part of the grip. Now I want to put them together and get that grip strong. Now there are many other ways to do it. If I had a bigger space, when I was in Ohio, I had a big giant bucket of sand, And I used to pound with my shudo, the knife hand strike, pound here, all different variations. Front of the hand, back of the hand, front of the hand, back of the hand, right? That eagle claw mantis, what we were talking about earlier. And you can do a slapping, a dropping palm, bam, bam, over and over again. And it's the resistance of the sand with a little bit of abrasion that gives you that thicker callus that also deadens the nerves just a little bit so that you can strike things harder, but it's also changing the bone marrow density. It's changing the way that the bone marrow looks on the inside. It's burning out all the fat, it's becoming very rich, very strong. The bone itself is getting stronger, the tendons are getting stronger, the muscles getting stronger in a healthy way. You're not gonna injure yourself when you pound sand. As long as you go slow at first. Start with light sand, start with light strikes, and then gradually imagine that you're a Shaolin warrior, you're a modern day monk, martial arts monk, and just get to work pounding that sand. You want a stronger grip? Go pound sand. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you. Oh, and thanks again, Stu.